Welcome to The First Glance. I'm Victoria Utter.
And I'm Dean Orr.
The First Glance is a web show for the first community to get the first glance of first happenings.
This past weekend in Kansas City, team-driven 1730 hosted Cow Town Throwdown and an off-season competition.
Let's go to Luke Orr for an interview about how Cow Town started.
This is Luke Orr with First Glance, and I'm here with Laura Evans and Jim Nasworthy, the founders of Cow Town Throwdown. Guys, how did you start this competition, or what was the idea behind it?
Well, the idea was the Kaufman Foundation really did a huge piece in getting a bunch of teams organized here in the Kansas City area, and we knew that we had a great opportunity to really spread the message of first if we could give those teams an opportunity to participate one more time. What's made this so special is that the concentration of teams right here in this Kansas City area is like nowhere else in the Midwest. So robotics in Kansas City is like football in Texas.
So what was the main thought behind on what you wanted the kids to get out of this experience?
I think what Jim said is true, that we want them to have an opportunity to play the game and practice, but we also wanted teams to be able to learn from each other, to be able to train new students who are wanting to be a part of it, and even to have a place where schools or individuals that had heard of robotics but didn't really know what it was, for them to be able to come and see it in action and get excited about it.
And the great thing about the partnership with Cerner is that kids can kind of see what, the FIRST Robotics is kind of like AAA baseball, where if things go really well and they make it to the show, that's working for an organization like Cerner, where these guys can really apply those skills and figure out how to really change the world through the kinds of things that they've learned right here.
So what were your original expectations, and how have those changed?
We had no idea what to expect. When we were asked to think about this competition, we'd never been to one. So the first thing we did, myself and Mike Nill, who's now our COO, we went to the regional at Kansas City. And we were a little overwhelmed with what we'd signed up for. But it has gone really well every single year. It's gotten bigger every single year. We've learned what counts and what matters and what we don't need to worry about. And we're just excited to have tons of kids and parents, teachers here enjoying the sport of robotics and learning more about how technology and problem solving can make a difference.
One of my favorite memories is that very first year, one of the great sponsors of Cow Town is Andy Mark. You guys know who Andy Mark is. And Andy Baker from Andy Mark was here that first year helping to set up the field, and he was completely blown away by the infrastructure that Cerner made available. And he said, this is a regional. He said, this is not like any other off-season event in the country. This operates more like a real regional than any other one that he'd been to. And so, other than perhaps IRI, which is kind of what we all aspire to.
So Jim, how has this affected your team?
Oh, well, team-driven is, what I love about this is we've kind of developed a philosophy that's very similar to, Andy Baker and the Technocats. And that is, when we come to Cow Town, the kids run the show. I mean, the adult, and even a lot of the kids on the team are actually helping put on the event. But absolutely all the mentors are there to make sure the event comes off. It's up to the kids to compete, and at this point, I don't even know how our particular team is doing. That's an awesome opportunity for the kids.
And then how has this helped Cerner as a business and corporation?
This helps Cerner, well, one, we find great talent in the robotics teams. We hire interns from those teams that we get to know. It allows us to get our name out in the area and help people understand what we do and what we value, which is really the problem solving and the entrepreneurship that you see in a successful robotics team.
Well, thank you guys, and hope your team does well, and thank you for hosting this awesome event.
Thanks, Luke. The joy of off-season competition is the luxury of modifying your robot.
Many teams keep the same design, but several teams change their mini-bots, and some teams even change their drivers.
Let's go to Luke with the team that took modifying the robot to the next level.
Hello, I'm Luke Orr with First Glance. I'm here with Gabriel from Team 3481. Can you tell us a little bit about your claw you're using at Cow Town?
Well, this claw is actually from a different team. It's 148. They've been a very long, they've been doing it for 20 years. So we actually went up during our build season and talked to them, and they helped us a lot throughout the season. It's their claw off their robot called the Raptor, and they donated it to us, and they're using their other claw that they have.
So have you seen a lot of improvement with your robot with this claw?
Yes, we have. It's been working really well. We got all the geometry right. It's working perfectly.
You guys are also from Texas, and you're in Missouri right now. How was the bus ride or plane flight or whatever you guys did?
Well, most of our team that's here right now flew here, but me and my other driver drove here. So it was a 14-hour drive. We kind of slept the whole way.
Do you think it's worth it so far?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much, and good luck with the rest of the competition. I know we have Alliance selection coming up, so thanks for joining, and see you all later with First Glance.
Dean, why do you have a steering wheel?
Because it's awesome. I grabbed it from Team 16.
That's definitely not Team 16's steering wheel.
You're right.
The Bomb Squad steering wheel is actually a lot cooler, and it helped lead them to their 4th victory at Cow Town Throwdown this past weekend.
Let's go to Luke with more details.
Austin, how does it feel to be the oldest team here at the Cow Town Throwdown?
Well, it gives us an opportunity to mentor younger teams, rookie teams, and we just get to see how they improve over the years, and we just get to mentor them, and it feels really good to be able to do that.
Can you guys explain your drivetrain to me, or their drive system?
Well, it's kind of unique in that we have a steering wheel controlling the robot, and we have a joystick controlling the throttle, and through that joystick we can go through into other drive operations, which is pretty unique. So,
it's heard that your drive system is the best, one of the best in first. What's your opinion about that?
that's your.
Okay, I think that I don't think it's the best. I think we can improve upon it. Over the years, we've improved upon it and changed up how the module works. But I think it's pretty good. But I don't know. I don't want to say it's the best. But
what was your thought behind designing the joystick with steering wheel and a remote control?
That originally came from the 2008 competition. What was that, Overdrive? And it was the idea of kind of a NASCAR setting, and what's better than using a steering wheel for NASCAR? So we kind of came up with that, liked it, and we used it in 09, 010, or 10, and 11 this year. So that's where it came from.
Does being the oldest team give you an advantage or a competition edge?
I think we have more experience, but all teams have the same opportunity. You know, we have mentors that are professional, but you know, I'd say we have experience for over the years improving upon our design. That's basically the edge we have.
Yeah, that understanding for what's going on. That's about the only advantage we have.
Well, thank you very much, guys, and good luck with the rest of the competition.
All right, thank you.
And last on the Blue Lines, Team 1987, the Bronco Bots.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm attempting to be the MC at the Cow Town Throwdown.
There's no way you're as good as our student MC this weekend at Cow Town Throwdown.
You're right, Dean. Addie Dancy did a wonderful job being the MC of the Cow Town Throwdown.
Let's go to Luke for more details.
Hi, I'm Luke Orr, and I'm here with Addie, who is an MC of the Cow Town Throwdown. Addie, how did you become a student MC with the Throwdown?
Well, Mr. Nasworthy, my mentor, came up to me on Thursday night and asked me to be the student MC because the person that he originally got would not be able to make it. So I was really excited and I jumped off the opportunity.
Do you believe you're qualified to be doing this job?
I think that I can definitely tackle, I think I tackled it pretty well. I don't know if I would call myself qualified, but I've taken a lot of acting, so I know how to public speak pretty well, so I had a good time.
If you were offered the job at the Kansas City Regional, would you take that?
I would definitely take it, but I think I would do a lot more preparation than what I did for this.
And are you really enjoying it?
Oh, I'm really enjoying it. It's been a blast.
Well, thank you, Addie, and hope to hear you announce on this last final match.
For most students, you don't get to be a part of First Robotics until your freshman year of high school. But for a few lucky little brothers, they got to be volunteers helping out at the Cow Town Throwdown this weekend.
Hi, I'm Luke Orr with First Glance, and I'm here with some of the youngest volunteers we have today at the Cow Town Throwdown. What's your guys' names?
Josh. I'm Paul.
Okay, and how old are you?
I am 11. I am 10.
Okay. Why do you guys want to help out here at the Cow Town Throwdown?
Well, I just thought it'd be a good experience since I hope to join a robotics team when I get in high school.
Well, it's basically just what he said.
So what all do you do?
Well, I was out keeping score and helping reset the field.
I was making sure if tubes come out, they get back in.
So do you guys feel qualified to do what you're doing? Like, not sitting there, oh, I'm a young kid, I don't think I can do this? Or do you feel like you can do your job?
Yeah, I do.
You think you guys could do it for like KC Regional or something else like that for first instead of an off-season competition?
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys and have fun keeping score.
Yep. Thank you.
Now that Victoria's gone, I can play with my Legos. Thanks to the help of a few first teams, there was an FLL Rumble at Cow Town Throwdown. Let's go to Luke with a few details about the teams who helped with FLL.
Okay. I'm Luke Orr with First Glance, and I'm here with two members from Up Next. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Emily.
And my name's David.
Okay. They did an FLL Rumble today at the Cow Town Throwdown. Can you tell me more a little bit about that and how you got it started?
Well, we essentially had a first robotics team, FLL team called Up Next, and we kind of grew from that. So we really decided to help these FLL teams out more because we knew where it came from and how things started. So we really wanted to be a mentor with them and just give them the chance to understand more about science and technology and just get them started because sometimes it's hard and you need someone to be there with them.
And why did you guys decide to do a Rumble today at a FRC-like event?
Well, we decided to help them out because just, again, they needed mentors. But we didn't get a chance to come here at FRC, so we were just like, well, why don't we not waste our time and help these kids learn more about science and technology.
And how much team involvement do you guys get out of your team mentoring the FLL teams?
How much what again?
How much involvement does your team, like students inside?
Help the
help the team.
How much involvement? Well, right now we're just starting it up and we're starting to get more involved with FLL teams and getting them more involved in stuff.
And how did you guys advertise for today's event?
By wearing our team shirts.
Very nice.
We basically went around into the community and advertised it, sent out emails, and just told people how exciting it is from our own hearts and putting words out there, just getting people to come.
Now, are you guys planning on doing any more of these Rumbles?
We'd like to, if there are any more coming up.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're planning to help way more.
Well, thank you very much, guys. And again, I'm Luke from First Glance.
Raising funds can be difficult. How does your school do it?
Well, here in Lee Summit, our school district provided our 3 FRC teams with a new build site for this season to help us out.
I bet it would be difficult to participate in FIRST without a school to back us up.
Let's go to Luke with some information on a local homeschool team.
I'm here with Trevor from one of the homeschooled teams in the area, 1825. And what's it like being on a homeschool team compared to a normal team?
Well, it's kind of interesting because we don't have a school board or anything like that, so we don't get recognition like a lot of the public schools do. But we have a lot of parental involvement, which is really helpful to how we run.
So what all do you know, like your funding? Because I know some schools give funding. How do you guys go about your fundraising?
We do a couple different fundraisers a year, and then we also have a lot of our money come from sponsorships. But again, with being homeschooled, we're not as recognizable as one of the high schools is, so we're a little low funded.
So what are some advantages and disadvantages you see between you and another team?
We've got a lot of parental involvement, which really helps. We've got, every student has a parent along with them. It's not a drop-off activity. And I don't know, lots of creativity. We think outside the cube.
Yep. So how's your robot been doing so far?
Pretty well. We had a little bit of issue with the autonomous, but we got it fixed. We've been scoring consistently, not at top level, but we do well with the little bit of funds we do have.
Well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the competition, and we'll see you around soon.
Well, Cow Town ended up great. Teams 1777, 1986, and 1985 were all finalist teams. 25-53, 17-10, and 16-1 at all.
We hope you enjoyed our first edition of First Glance. Hope to see you next time. I'm Dean.
And I'm Victoria. Stay gracious, First Robotics.